been seeing quite a few consolidation patterns over the past few weeks. In fact, in this instance, it's a period of months. So we have the upper trend line there, lower boundary, a very nice textbook example of a triangle right there. But like any pattern, it needs to trigger, which in this instance means price breaking up through the upper trend line of the structure. In other words, this prior pivot high here, get up through there, and especially if that's coupled with increasing volume, and definitely looking for a multi-week, in fact probably a multi-month trend to the upside. Now in regard to the volume stakes, couldn't really have asked for too much more. Consolidation patterns and weakness ideally will be coupled with decreasing volume, and strong impulsive movements higher coupled with increasing volume. So as we can see from this low point, volume started to increase, and during the latter stages of this consolidation pattern, volume has been declining. And like I say, very textbook indeed, but we do need to see that volume increase during any subsequent breakout, which ideally will occur pretty much immediately. We can see there today, price came down, tagged the lower boundary of the pattern, but clear rejection, nice high close, and the ideal case now is that price gets on with the job. Nice strong impulsive price action higher up through this high point would portend to a decent movement. Now the other pattern of interest is a double bottom. Now we've just mentioned the trigger point for the triangle, and exactly the same applies to double bottoms. So first low, second low. The trigger point for this type of structure is the intervening high, so this point right here. That needs to be overcome, which of course it has been. Now in normal circumstances, we like to see strong impulsive price action take us up to the target area. Now in this type of pattern, that simply means measuring the depth and projecting that from the breakout, and obviously that hasn't come anywhere near to being tagged. Exactly the same with the triangle. Measure the depth of the pattern, project that from the breakout. So we do have plenty of confluence around this 850 region, and if we can get the breakout out of this consolidation pattern, there's no reason why we can't attain those highs in pretty quick fashion. So liking the look of this. Obviously we can't afford to see lower prices. I would suggest that if we break down through today's low, then we are going to come back down and retest this line of support. Wouldn't be a bearish proposition longer term, and it could even provide a buying opportunity around $6. But I think for me the ideal situation is to be a buyer following a break above this prior pivot high, and then look to ride it higher over the coming weeks, possibly months.
What is your biggest fear?
When I was 45, I realised that I wouldn't have enough funds for retirement.
When we got out of the armed services, we had nothing.
Is this you? No money for retirement?
I knew I wanted to start trading in the share market.
I wanted to learn how the professionals think, which led me to the Chartist.
I needed an expert. That's when I called the Chartist.
Share trading with the experts. thechartist.com.au.
Our clients use the Chartist because they get 27 years worth of experience and they get to take control of their own investments.
Contact the Chartist right now. Take their 2-week trial.
For $19, it's a 2-week trial. Why wouldn't you do it?
If you're worried about your financial future, then maybe this is a wake-up call. Visit us at thechartist.com.au.
Take charge of your life right now.
I urge you to take charge of your life with the Chartist.
I'd really like to say thank you to the Chartist because our life has changed.